Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Leo Vieira. I'm from Rio de Janeiro and I'm 36 years old.
How did you get started with Jiu-Jitsu?
It was a long time ago, back almost 30 years ago. I was like a kid, watching movies with my father, Bruce Lee movies, and I was always like martial arts. I was between martial arts and football. It's like, I think in Brazil, it's all the dream for the kids, it's martial arts and football. And football was easy because it's in the streets. Martial arts had to be in the academy. So Kung Fu was the passion because Bruce Lee movies, my father was crazy for Bruce Lee movies. So I was playing football in the street with a lot of kids. Always where my father worked. My father used to work in the building, like in the door, so he was watching the building. So he was playing football, and a lot of kids. Jacaré is Romero Cavalcante, who's my coach. He's the guy who invited me to the academy. He was open a kids program in his academy. Nobody knew about Jiu-Jitsu. He wants to make popular. He talked to my father because he was living close to my father, so he knows my father. Then he invited me. He gave a special prize. Then we went to the academy, make the first class. I didn't like it because no punch, no kicks. It's only grappling, and I didn't like. But one girl, she was training, and she, all the time when I tried to control, she armbar. And I tried to control, she went to my back and choked me. So then I get so mad with it. I say, no, I don't like this fight, but I'm gonna be in this academy until I tap. When I make her tap, then I get out. Then day by day I was training, but I never did. Then she stopped your training. But then I find out like also I like the sport, so it was nice. Also for my father was kind of a way to help in your education. So he keep me outside from the street if he put me in the academy. So it was a good way to keep me in the good atmosphere with a good example, surrounded about people with healthy. So it was very important for me. So that's me. Then I start first. After 6 months, then my brother started. I remember my brother was like 5 years old, and we was to the academy just like Leandro. When he went to the academy, was just to play. He doesn't even fight. So then starts competition and about the kids stuff. And my father was pushing us to compete. That's where we started.
And when you compete, what are you most proud of your winnings?
I remember the first competition was very nice because I remember it was me and my brother was kids, with a lot of friends going to the competition, and that's one medal that I have. It's 1985. This competition. It was very nice because the first when I was a kid, I was too nervous to compete. I was so nervous. I cry every time when I compete, and my instructor come to me and say, "Leo, you don't need to compete. You're crying too much. You don't need to compete. You're too nervous." I say, "No, I want to fight, but it's something. I don't know how can I hold myself. I have to cry, So, and my brother was opposite. I was looking at my brother, I was so embarrassed because my brother, no, I want to fight. And he go fight, make everything be easy. For me, it was hard because I wanted to compete, but I was so nervous and cry every time. So then it starts changing. So then I get so confident. Then the competition, I realized that what the sport was so much in my life. So I couldn't see me without Jiu-Jitsu. So I have to learn how to enjoy the competition. Then I changed the way I have to think in the competition. Then everything was changed. So then I like to compete. after this competition, start to get like a biggest competition. So one biggest competition was, I think, when people ask me what's the biggest competition, I think it was ADCC. I think ADCC was one of the biggest competition, especially once I win in Brazil, because it was my hometown. I was fighting Brazil. Was a lot of stuff behind the competition. It wasn't a competition I was trying to win like 2-3 times, and I was almost there. Like went to the semi-final, but I never went to the final. And in Brazil, was all my friends, all my family, everybody with clothes, Leozinho, and then I win. So then there was one of good competition. Another time was ADCC 2005 when I break my foot 1 month before this competition, and it was very tense for the team because everybody was so in shock. How are we gonna do? Leo's, what we gonna do? Leo, he gonna fight? He doesn't fight? But the thing, like that time I was by myself. Like I was the highest belt in my team. So then nobody couldn't say no, Leo, you don't fight or you don't should fight, because I was the highest belt. Everybody respect me, and when I say no, I will fight, they say I don't think you have, but okay. So then after 1 month, try to hide my problem to the people, show fake picture in the websites, and make some condition training specific because I couldn't use my foot. Then I win this competition. So then it was amazing because the final we fight for 50 minutes. My fight in Hania here was for 50 minutes. So it was very about conditional, but it was the mind. The mind was very tough to keep it, during the fight. So it was 2 moments was very special, the competitions.
And I think I was at the first seminar you gave in Scandinavia, in Malmö. How did you come to Scandinavia? How come you came to Scandinavia?
Yeah, I think I don't remember exactly the dates they compare, but I remember every time when I came to Scandinavia, everything started when I was black belt in São Paulo. Peter Blackwell was this Swedish guy who was going to Brazil and back and forth every year to training with us. So I was working this time. I was working with Fábio Gorgel in São Paulo, and Peter Blackwell was white belt, and he was training for blue belt. Then I think when he's blue or purple belt, I have no idea about the exact grade. He started try to train in Sweden, and I have a black belt. This time was Leo Negão and Leo Neves. They moved to Sweden to help Peter and to work with BJJ. So then, after a couple of years, they invited me to come. So that was the first time I came. I came by invitation about Leo Neves and Leo Negão and Peter Blackwell. So I went to the seminar with a lot of people from Brazilian Jiu Jitsu because they have a couple of students, but it's a lot of shoot to fight in this time. And the academy was a martial arts academy, many people from different martial arts, and they was telling me, Leo, look, you have to training with the guys. You have to train with the guys after seminar. And the seminar was long. That time was almost 4 hours seminar. Everybody is tired. Then I say, okay, but should I train with everybody? No, yeah, train with everybody, because if Leo Negão was telling me, if I train with them, I have 100 kilo. There is no problem if I win, because I'm big. But you is small. So if you win, they will believe Jiu-Jitsu is good. We're going to have more students. Come on, let's go. I say, okay, after 3 hours, I don't know, class, then we make one line. I was in the middle, training with every single one, like for 2-3 minutes. But 2-3 minutes with 40, 50 guys, it's so much. It's 2 hours training. So I was 2 hours training to train with everybody. And sometimes some guys come twice because it was like guys who like Leo wants to show, the guy wants to show his no, go again. So that was training for many times. So then people start getting close to the sport. People start to know about what's Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, I believe that some people start Brazilian Jiu Jitsu for different reasons. Some people start Brazilian Jiu Jitsu to help his ground game in MMA, or because they want to be conditional, because they just want to enjoy the BJJ, or they want to use the BJJ to help in the martial arts. But then for somehow everybody start getting addicted to this martial arts. So what was only in Sweden went to Denmark, goes to Norway, Finland, and all Scandinavians training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Today they are very potential in competition. They have many competitors, many belts, many highest belts in all those countries, not only in Sweden, but having in Denmark, having Finland, Norway. So all these places they have very good competitor. It's still like the most highest competitor still in Denmark and Sweden, but all the Scandinavian now is training BJJ, and they have very good competitors in the competitions.
What is next for you in 2003? I know that you are going to move to the United States. Can you tell a little bit about that?
Yes, actually, I have no idea where I'm going to be in 3 months. The only thing I know, in one week, I'm going to be in Brazil. So then we go to United States for Pan American. So, but we have some ideas to stay united, to make one academy in the United States. We have a big teams in Checkmate is big. We have many academies in California, United States. So I want to put everybody together. But I have different ideas in different places. So actually I don't know what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna be. But some part of me pushed me to MMA fight after I get old, so pushed me to fight MMA. Some pushed me to move from Brazil to other countries. I'm kind of like lost. I have to sit down with my wife and figure out how we're gonna do. But like in one month, like the only thing we know, like we're not living anymore in São Paulo. We're fixing all the academies in São Paulo. We build like a very good system to work in Brazil. So then I can traveling with and have every place we're gonna have like people responsible for the team. So then I can travel and follow the biggest competition. I can work more in the back to admin the team. So we see. It will be even surprise for me.
Any last words? Something you want to say before we end?
Yeah, I think even with like I don't know what you're gonna do in 3 months, but I know the goals that we have. So the goals that we have we have many academies in Brazil. We have a lot of academies in the United States. The team, the Checkmate in Europe, it was growing too fast in every month. So like I told you before, we have very potential in Denmark with Simon and his students. We have a lot of potential in Sweden with many other black belts. We have in UK with Chico, Manchinha, Aaron and other guys there. So we have in Turkey, Greece. So now my goal is have like make this kind of every country work as same thing. So my goal is to make like put all our potentials together. So we have the BJJF came to Europe right now. They have like a lot of competitions. So I want to make sure all our potential in those countries is gonna be together in those competitions, making the team growing with organization. You also can compete. So, and part of this, like that's why I don't know where I'm gonna be, because when the competition go to United States, I'm gonna be in United States. When the competition come to Scandinavia, I'm gonna be in Scandinavia. So, like Socrates, the philosopher, say here, I'm not feeling like a citizen from my country. I'm citizen for a whole planet. So I have no nationality. I can travel from everywhere. I feel the same time I'm Brazilian. I feel the same as American and Scandinavian or someone here in Scandinavia.
Thank you very much.